See, so what I'm doing over here is, since I'm actually placing a nice and beautiful, let's say, climax over here, I want to understand something. I'm learning to just appreciate myself over here. I'm learning to just help myself to deliver content. So what I want to do is, since that's a stretch file, I'm understanding that no matter what, I want to place that nice and beautiful, let's say, EQ, parametric EQ. And before I export anything, I want to just make sure that I go and deliver the 35 hertz cut, which is the 30 hertz cut over here. And this is the preset right here. And that's a 32 hertz cut, 30% right here. Anyway, first it's not sure how I feel. So as I'm growing myself, I'm looking to enjoy myself differently, guys. So I want to be able to listen to my music now and just relax. I see. Anyway, guys, I have a bit more money now because I did offer my dad some money, but he never wants it. So I write it down into my financial record over here, and my financial record over here says I save $50. I save via my dad. Save via my dad, and I copy and paste everything. And life is hitting me from all sides, guys. And I'm trying to upload as much as I can into YouTube. But 9 minutes remaining, huh? Oh shit, it's much more how I feel. That these YouTube videos and everything I'm uploading online is going slowly. And it's working slowly, but it's free internet. And I understand that, but oh well. I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's much more how I feel. I feel that because of that, I'm learning that I want to just enjoy myself differently, to have information by my side. I'm understanding to just have family time. And now I'm at my biological dad's house, but really I can go and sit down with him. But I have to be quiet with him over there. And do I have to be quiet? I have to be quiet because that's his space. First around him, it's space zone. So I have to be much more quiet around other people. So it's much more how I'm learning this as well. I asked Jesus Christ, is that the case? And Jesus Christ says, yeah. First around other people, you have to be silent. Totally. And get away from them all the way. And never make noise around them. Is what Jesus Christ says. And give them total peace and quiet. First, it's just the way it is, isn't it? First, if you are loving your life, then make sure you're going silently to the park somewhere and play music there. And do it silently. Do it silently. Understand? Go the way of silence and give people silent bliss, just like you want people to give you silent bliss when you're sleeping. Understand? First, it's the same thing, yeah? So, common courtesy, yeah? And relax and enjoy your life. And what can you do? You have to understand that life is happening for a reason, yeah? And life is happening for a reason, so you can go and grow yourself, so you can go and do a greater life for yourself, yeah? But you must understand straight away how it feels to go and grow yourself differently, and you must understand how you feel to do life greater. So if you do life greater for yourself, then you understand straight away how you need to learn to enjoy yourself in the best kind of deal in the planet, and learn to salvage yourself in a greater attempt to listen to a greater way of dealing with life. But I see how life is. I remember the match between Eddie Guerrero and JBL in the wrestling ring in 2004 at the Great American Bash. And I I understand that. I'm saying it's just nice and beautiful to see Tori Wilson there too. And it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what that I'm learning, that my aspects of life is different. And I have a strict guideline to listen to my music much more. But I have a strict guideline to talk to you as well at the same time. So I'm never losing right now. I'm winning. But my life is different. And life is going to challenge me. And life is going to throw me hooks. But guess what? I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to keep producing much more content. And I'm going to get ahead of the game really quickly. And all I have to do really right now is do photos of all my nice and beautiful notes over here that I've done notes of and post it up online somewhere. And then the notes, I have to keep them somewhere around here because I understand something. I can give money for somebody to come over here to put into an ebook version for me so I can upload it online somewhere. For sure I can do that. But it's much more how I feel that I've taught something in there. And it's worth the money too. And it's worth my legacy as well. But I feel I have a legacy already. Which is a bigger legacy approach, yeah. Which it's much more how I feel. I'm learning how to grow myself anyway. I'm learning from the situation. I never throw it. I make sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself into the best kind of ideals. And what I want to do is I want to go to the park. And I understand that I have uploading to do with my YouTube videos. So what I want to do is I want to upload the YouTube video first. And then I just want to upload the YouTube video. I want to talk to you. And I want to do photos of my nice and beautiful material over here. And I'm going to upload it into Mega Drive. And just let it be that way. And I do photos of these nice and beautiful contents. Just so you can understand it. I can promise you now, I feel that I'm just learning, yeah. I'm learning to do something great for myself. And that's what I understand about my life, at least. Is I'm learning to persuade myself to live. I'm living accordingly to what my life is. I can say my life is different. I can say since my life is different, I'm learning the different architectures of seeing my aspects of life sink in to words and let it be that way. Actually, that is all the words right there. And good luck. I mean, good luck trying to read everything. But I'm doing my best shot over here. I'm doing the best kind of shot that you can give, in terms of that you can give, in terms of words over here. I'm doing all these nice and beautiful words of encouragement where people can read my notes. I'm sure people can read my notes, and that's the way it is. Actually, you guys have to read my notes so you can understand it, and so you can understand how it feels to walk alone throughout life. And my notes are all happening. Actually, somebody is going to read notes over here bit by bit, and each of you are bit by bit going to read my notes. That's something you'll read from it, and you'll learn something from it. And that's it. I promise you, it's more how it is. I'm not sure who's going to read exactly everything, but there may be some of you that want to go through it. So I realize every single time I do this, I'm doing it for the common good of the planet, so I can learn to have an atmosphere vibe around me, so I can go and grow myself differently, yeah. And I'm learning how my life is becoming much greater. And since I'm actually becoming much greater, I'm learning how to persuade myself to do greater throughout life. Actually, that's what I understand straight away. I understand straight away how I feel around life. I see now, as I grow myself quickly in an attempt to persuade myself to do better, I'm understanding straight away how I feel, how my life is just according to the plan, helping me grow. I'm helping myself grow in the best kind of way possible. I'm helping myself to have all the common courtesy to dig through and to help myself to just relay everything online. And that's it. I promise you. Everybody can read word for word exactly what I've been saying in my words of diaries and in terms of my information. And people are all doing the same thing today. Or some are never even doing that. Or some are never even doing that. Because they never want to do that kind of work for themselves. So they stick to 9 to 5 and they have a boring life. But they believe it's some kind of life. And yes, it's some kind of life, but it's a boring life. Apparently they have nothing to do all day long. I understand that since I'm actually valuable and I'm doing a lot of content, I make my life much more valuable in the process of encouragement, and I look to help myself to deliver content widely. And I'm focusing on helping myself to deliver aspects of life where I'm learning to never degrade myself, but I'm looking to improve myself with nice and beautiful ways of life. And I'm putting everything into audio programs today. I promise you, it's not sure how I feel. That you guys can go and do that nice and quickly into your life over here, and I can understand straight away how I feel. And I never do double standards in my life. I never try to do double standard thinking, but I try to show you guys really quickly that as I'm really developing myself over here, that I'm learning how to never ask anybody for anything, but just go and grab something for myself and just go and really deliver my nice and beautiful life forward. I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning to understand that there's always a greater way for me to do life much greater. And there's a picture over here of me doing a greater job for myself. And since I'm actually doing a greater job for myself, I'm looking to vibe to understand exactly that I'm doing a greater job for myself in terms of what I'm doing. And guess what? I promise you I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of my content. I'm ahead of what's happening around the world. And I'm a little bit that way. Because all that's important is understanding that you guys are constantly learning something. Be learning something about your life, yeah? Be learning something about your life. And if you're learning something about your life now, then it means that you guys have a better way of art, and that you guys are somebody in something. So go and do as much as you can on YouTube as you can to live your life much greater. I promise you now, you have to understand straight away how it feels to grow yourself, yeah? But if you can grow yourself and do much more content than me, then you can understand how you can become much more popular than me also. Honestly, it's much more how I feel. I feel that you guys deserve to have a great time with yourself. That you guys deserve to help yourselves to have that nice and beautiful persuasion party. To understand how to deliver content. But guess what? Honestly, it's more how I feel. I feel I never want to throw these notes out because I may want somebody to come and just do it all over again for me, to write into ebooks over here for me. I'm feeling my way throughout life, and I'm guided by a beating heart, and I can tell by the journey that it can end, but I know how to start. I see that's Avicii. I see anyway. I see how every single day you must understand. So if I'm really helpful with my information, I'm helping myself to deliver content. And I'm learning that nice and beautiful phase, yeah? See Avicii's saying, just keep going, bro. And I learn something different, man. I'm learning something always different. I see it's to everybody. I'm learning to understand that I never said that, but I did say it. But I'm just joking. But I talk in the way of I only. I understand what I mean. I see now, as you're growing yourself completely, then you have to understand straight away how I feel. And no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to expel myself in a better way. I'm looking to add to the tally of my nature to show myself much more of a great vibe. So I have a great vibe with me always. And I can tell straight away how to start my life in a great way for life. I thank you. I see it's much more how you guys need to enjoy yourself as well. I mean, go and enjoy yourself and make sure that you guys are somebody in life. Which is that simple. Which if you guys make yourself somebody, then my job is done. I'm just trying to make you somebody. I'm trying to make everybody a somebody so that people can give ideas, so that people can get ahead of the game. I'm doing something throughout life. I'm doing something for nothing. I mean, my dad, in terms of my dad, is wasting his career, or she's never singing, or she gave up on it, or she gives up on it. But she, although I understand how much work that is for him to sing. And he's been singing along the way, but never too much. As much as probably he's sang his career. So he sang his career as much as he could. For sure that now's the time for him to just lay around and just do his life He's doing his life. Anyway, what's important for me is to understand how to just realize I have all this content to upload. And that's how I feel. I feel much more different. I feel I'm learning, I'm growing myself differently. I'm learning how to embody something for myself. I'm looking to deliver content. I'm learning to help myself, I'm learning to help myself do some nice and beautiful work and encouragement. I'm doing some nice and beautiful work of happiness because I'm happy, and that's all I can say, guys, is keep enjoying your life. I mean, keep enjoying your life specifically, because that way you're learning how to grow yourself. I feel no matter what, I feel that it's much more how it is. I can sit down with my dad, but I can see what he's doing over here. I see he's always finding something to do around the house. And I feel, no matter what, I'm learning. I'm learning that nice and beautiful feeling. That if you give people much more silence around town, then you can understand straight away how it feels. That you look for a better deal throughout life, So he's always doing something around the house. So as long as you're never talking to other people, well, you should know, but the thing is, show total silence around other people. Do you understand? Around other people, never find yourself around other people. Other people have nothing to do. You understand? So, there's a better world than this world. I'm pretty sure, though, I'm learning how to understand something. That if you're talking around other people, then they get angry at you. Understand? So, make sure you understand that you have to find yourself alone, totally. And find yourself alone much more than with other people. Because that way you're going to understand something, and you're going to understand how to learn to grow on your own. And you learn how to grow alone, and the tree also has to grow on its own. It has to be its own tree. And trees have to learn how to grow just as much as you do. But I feel that's how it is. And I'm never boring myself, but I feel much more better than yesterday. I focus upon helping myself to understand that. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that there's always something to do, So my dad physically finds something to do physically. So he's more physical type of aspects. Understand? Actually, he wants to find much more something to do physically. So he cleans the house, or he does up the curtains of the house, or he does something around the house physically. And he lives in the physical world. He looks for cigarettes. He smokes cigarettes. He watches TV physically. They're saying, he does the physical aspects of life. I do spiritual aspects of life. I'm more the spiritual type of guy. So I make music, I make audio programs all day long. I never watch TV much. I never watch the TV. I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube and Netflix. I'm pretty sure I watch different types of TV toward my life over here. But everybody's on their own road, and everybody has to have something to do. Everybody has to have something to do. Everybody has to have something to do something. Actually, everybody needs something to do. Actually, it's that simple. So what I'm actually understanding now is I want to go and understand that my music over here is right here, so I can listen to my music right now, and I can just lay down and relax to do better. I can also continue my nice and beautiful project of doing photos at another time. That's so much better, so I can do much more areas of life with my words, to go and do something different and just keep rotating tasks to actually love my life so I can do better. So anyway guys, I see now I just went for an afternoon nap and now I'm awake, but there's so much work to do and I understand how I go about it, but I asked Jesus Christ how to go about it, and Jesus Christ says go for music and go and understand straight away. I'm looking to understand straight away what Jesus Christ will do in my situation. I understand Jesus Christ says music content, and I can go and upload this and I can go over there straight away and I can go and listen to my music content really quickly. So that's what I can do right now. So I can just do it quickly for myself to grow. Myself is to just listen to my music content really quickly. And I have an ICU track that I made to just listen to it over and over again. It's more enough for me to succeed with. So I can do greater for myself. So I'm understanding the love line. I'm understanding that what I want to do is grow myself to the best type of way forward. I apologize to my dog. Or it's about to go, let's say, nighttime around here. What I want to do is place my ICU track on. And now, is the ICU track something to move on with? First, yeah. First, you have to move on from it. I have to indulge in a greater way of being and a greater way of doing things for myself to deliver information. So what I want to do is quickly be able to just listen to my music track very quickly so I can see what's happening with the music of my life over here. I love I, and I understand straight away I'm never giving up my music degree, but somehow I can make it more interesting. And now, what can I do to make my track more interesting? I promise you, it's not how I feel. Okay, it's more how I let it be that way. I let it be. I can make a new sound. I can make new sounds to it. And now I wanna show myself this over here. See what's happening. So let's have a look. See now, let's put the nice beautiful music on. See now I can hear it, but I need to hear this much more. I can hear it now. So see now, is that that's a beautiful way of life over here? I'm looking to see, I'm just trying to see exactly what's happening. See now, it's more how I feel. I feel that I feel that sound is more enough for me. So let's have a look at this one. I'm just looking to see, guys. See now, see it's more enough for me over here. So what I want to do is straight away I see it's much more that my track is all over the place this way, and what I can do is show myself the way of words over here, that if I shall play this in a nightclub, it's more how I feel. I can see the melody is right here, but the melody is right here, but I feel there's so much sounds going on that what I want to do is just do this, and let's have a look at this now. I feel my remix with ICU is just how it is. So what I want to do is delete my content, and never delete my content, but move on from it.
I see you.
I see, and then I do a stretch from here. I see. It's more how my music track goes from fast to slow. And what does Jesus Christ do in my situation? I mean, Jesus Christ can see straight away to just improve it somehow. So it's more how I feel if I place ICU track over here. I mean, there's something that interests me. I mean, guess what? It's more how it's a techno track, but does it interest me? I'm going to. It's more how it's so different, isn't it? A little bit that way. A little bit that way. But it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning something over here, that I just move on from my music track. But no. I realize it's much more how it's playing out for me, but I need to go and grow myself anyway. I realize it's more enough for me. I see, guess what? I see ICU is going to go into a new direction now, and I'll move on from it. I'll move on from it totally. I learned something from it, and I learned that if I stretch it out, it's going to work. Now it can work for me, but it's too repetitive. First of all, it's a new track, but I understand straight away that I never want to delete it. I straight away want to put it into my. I want to put it into my vocabulary, but it's something that's just going to be in the background somewhere. I realize I just want to be able to show you guys. I made the Lots of Beautiful remix, so it's a remix of my track, which is just a different remix, but it's something for nothing. Actually, it's something for nothing, isn't it? Actually, now a little bit that way. Actually, is there something I want to listen to all day long? Actually, now it's definitely in my vocabulary, but it's like the techno track and it's scary. See, now it's scary. I'm pretty sure when I hear that track, actually it's scary to me, literally. apparently, and that means that I want to promote it just to my Mega Drive for now. A little bit. I'll move on. I'll move on from it. Apparently, deserves to be just in promotion like that. And it's a techno track, so I want to move on from techno tracks. I want to move on from that. But what I want to do is show myself differently. To remix something different now. I want to learn to make something different. And a little bit that way. I see it's more how other people are coming into my life over here, telling me what to do. So, Bundy, say come on. Say come on, boy. I have Bundy over here with me. And Bundy's my dog. I see now. It's more how I feel. I'm learning what's going on. Learning how I can just help myself to deliver information services. So let's have a look over here. I want to help myself to deliver information and a little bit this way. So it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking to understand Grant Cardone is doing excellent for his life in terms of how he's doing it. I'm looking to understand straight away my life is emulating something greater because I'm doing more words. But to promote ICU in terms of my Here's the Throne of 137 remixes, I'm probably nah. It's more how I feel. I feel everything is nice and beautiful, but I want to promote more of the energy mix, and I like to be that way. I want to promote something much more. I like to be that way. I feel that way. I feel no matter what that my beautiful mix with ICU needs to be much better for me to promote it. I realize anyway, I'm doing a great job for myself. I'm learning to help myself to deliver information, and I'm doing service. I'm doing a service for myself over here to help myself to see. And if I move on into something new. I move on into making new music for myself, and I can make better music. So yes you are. So yes you are, baby. I love my dog over here. See now, it's more how I feel. How I need to grow myself. So, I'll let it be. I see now, I never want to wake my dad up when he's sleeping. And I also never want to go running to the park over there when I can play my music in the backyard. And also I'm bringing my dog over here when my dad leaves the apartment. But also I want to be calling my dad when he leaves the apartment to see where he went, so I can do a greater job. I understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. I want to do my nice and beautiful financial stuff over here. The 7 weeks of time and space is a long time for me to be away from everything. So what I'm doing over here is I'm learning, I'm learning to show myself differently how to do life differently. I'm looking to help myself to improve. So that'll be I'm looking to understand something. If you guys understand straight away how I feel about life, I feel much greater personally because I have much more to consider daily. I have much more of a nice and beautiful time with myself. So now, since that's that, it's much more how I feel that I have to go and grow myself. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver information. So what kind of information? I want to do my YouTube video. I want to do a 1 hour YouTube video of myself talking, and I understand what's coming up for me is especially something that's, let's say, work 9 to 5. There's a working 9 to 5 job over here, and people have put me on a list over here to work 9 to 5, and they want to get me back into a 9 to 5. So what I do is straight away I realize something. I just go and do that for myself. I go work part-time only, and I let it be that way. And my life is going to go uphill anyway, because now, since I'm actually understanding what I'm doing, I want to go and download another 5 of these podcasts. But first of all, I'm doing my Instagram. I'm doing my Instagram here. And my Instagram's right here. So as I do my Instagram, I'm looking to improve myself over here with my Instagram. I'm looking to treasure myself, and I'm looking to help myself to deliver information. But really are people just looking at my Instagram these days. Unfortunately, why? I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but I'm learning. I'm learning to hustle and tussle for myself to be greater. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself differently, and that's how I feel about life. I feel I need to go and sum up a better life deal for myself, and I feel I need to grow up. I feel I need to make sure that my life is doing a greater job for myself at least, and that's why I'm learning the architecture of being alive today, and that's it. If you understand me and what I'm saying about life, then you're understanding that I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking for a better way to indulge in something that's helping me move forward personally. So what helps me move forward is something that never kills me, is what makes me stronger. So that's how I'm understanding straight away how my life is going uphill. So my life is going uphill because I'm loving my life, and I'm doing a great job. I'm doing a great job for myself. But Bundy over here sleeps, and my dogs come into my room and they sleep straight away because they find there's little to do in the room, so they just sleep and that's it. I don't know. I see it's much more how I feel. That they are much more happy in terms of life outdoors and indoors. For sure, my dogs are much more happy outdoors and indoors. I promise you, overall. But they choose to come inside. And I understand that, so I love my life anyway. So I just go and do that for myself. And I choose to help myself to explain that if I want to do a fashion modeling shoot of myself, I please need to feel free to do so. And my mother's going to call me very soon as well. And time is going and ticking really quickly. But I'm also somebody who is promoting these Instagrams and everything. I'm doing as much as I can right now to go and elevate my business forward. But since my business is going uphill and going much greater than ever before, I'm looking to showcase my opinion, to showcase something that's real nice and beautiful for myself. So that's my Instagram at least. So I have an Instagram, I have something I promote. I promote my name, I promote who I am. I love that shot right there. And I'm learning. I'm learning the key architectures of life. So I'm learning to just make energy music right off the get-go. And I'm learning to just move on from the past remixes and all this. I'm looking to make new music now. And I want to make these nice and beautiful popular mixes with different stuff and different avocados and different ways of being and doing. I want to make sure I'm looking for a better way for my life. Honestly, that's it. Honestly, if you understand straight away how I feel different. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for different areas of conclusion and different ways to succeed differently. I'm looking for better ways of doing things. And I have always a nice and beautiful fashion photo shoot that's coming into play, because everything that's nice and beautiful for me is being able to promote myself and my name. But how many people are going to watch Instagram, I'm not sure, but people can see how good I am. And that's the key. I mean, that's the key for my life, that I show people what I do. And that's how I see it. I see it much greater now, and I'm actually always in contact. So since I'm in contact with everybody, I'm understanding that with Mira, I understand I can stay in contact with her throughout time, and I can let it be like that. And I can see straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way of dealing with life. And you have to understand that no matter what, that my life is improving now, because I'm understanding straight away to upload content online to succeed and to deliver content differently is what I do now. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better deal. I'm looking for better ways of improving. I'm looking to help myself to succeed. But that's the thing about me. I promise you, the more I succeed, the better I look, and the better I feel, and the better I do. So it's more how I need to grow myself differently. So I'm always using a different language barriers and different learning language ways. So everything that's a barrier in my life is something that's moving me forward. So anything that's life over here, I'm understanding that no matter what, that I stay away from anything that's never making me move forward. You understand? So there are barriers that moves me forward, and there are barriers that move me backwards as well. So I'm understanding that I just choose to go forwards. I choose to make positive decisions upon my life. I choose to make the best assumption of my life over here. And I choose to make sure that my life is much greater in degree of everything I'm doing. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to see exactly what is happening with my life. So that's why I'm always into my nice and beautiful YouTube account. And what I'm doing on YouTube is I'm learning that my legacy is fulfilling itself. I love that photo. I have beautiful photos of myself over here, and it's more how I need to just grow myself, yeah? I need to grow myself differently, and I need to show myself as a expert in something. And I'm an expert in just doing my word I see just doing my word I can go and do my word I realize it's much more how I feel. I feel that having the Grant Cardone lifestyle is something different for me, and it's much more how I need to understand that. I need to understand how to do that, and understand straight away how I feel about the situation. I feel great. I feel that no matter what, that there is more to do anyway in terms of life. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing myself to be a complete way of life over here with myself, where I'm just enjoying myself differently, guys. And I'm enjoying myself in a way that I'm learning the key architectures of life, guys. I'm learning to be the best for myself, and since I'm learning something, I'm learning how to grow myself regardless of the situation, and that's it. Actually, now I'll let it be that way. Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, the people are watching me in terms of what I'm doing, and I'll let it be that way. So they want to see how I'm progressing throughout life, and I'll let it be that way. I mean, you guys can always see how I progress. See, I love my dogs over here. So I never have sex with a dog. I never want to have sex with a dog. I understand that. So guys, just realize that I'm somebody who loves my life. I'm somebody who always produces content. Or else that with my ICU track, or else it's something that I feel that I can play in a nightclub, but it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I want to move on from it. Totally. I want to just move on from it. I never feel good about it. And why is that? Probably just the way I feel. I feel that no matter what, that it's more than enough for me to just upload it and move on from it totally. So what I want to do now is I want to make a video. I want to make a life coaching video so I can do greater.